Good noon, girls. Today we are going to see the next chapters from the book number 1, Boy and Girl. So, what novel we are seeing now? We are seeing Mill on the Floss, which was written by George Eliot. So, in this novel, we have totally 7 books. How many books? 7 books. So each book comes with various number of chapters. So yesterday we started first book, book number 1, Boy and Girl. So in this book we have totally 13 chapters. Yesterday we completed first 6 chapters. Yesterday I have completed and you people know the story of first 6 chapters. So today we'll continue the remaining chapters from the book number 1. Okay, shall we start? Yes. So chapter number 7 enters the aunts and uncles. In the 6th chapter we have seen that aunt and uncles are going to visit the house of Mr. Tulliver. Okay, who are the aunts and who are the uncles? Mrs. Jane Clark, Mrs. Sophie Pullett, and Mrs. Susan Dean, with her daughter Lucy, arrive at Dorlcote Mill. Okay, so these are the persons have visited the mill. All the aunties criticize Maggie's hair. As I already told you, her hair was not at all in a proper way. It is very highly impossible to knot her hair. Okay, so the aunties all criticizing Maggie's hair. So she sneaks upstairs. She went to the upstairs with Tom and she cuts it herself. She cuts her hair by herself because the aunties who visited her house they mock about her hair. Okay, so it made her to look so ugly. So she went upstairs with her brother Tom and she cuts it herself. Tom laughs at how stupid she looks. Okay, after cutting the hair she looks very stupid. Tom started to laugh at her, upsetting her greatly. Tom started to upset her greatly. Okay, he's keep on upsetting her, he's keep on insulting her. He finally convinced her to come down to dinner. Okay, so after doing all those funny activities, Tom, he want Maggie to come and join for the dinner. And the uncle mock her while he finally convinced her to come down to dinner, and the uncles mock her while the aunts reproach her. Okay, so girls, the uncles and aunts, they were sitting in the dining hall. They are about to have their dinner. On the time Tom bring Maggie to the dining hall, everyone they started to mock means fun over the hair of Maggie. Okay, and the aunties are reproach means disapproval. They keep on saying something about Maggie and her hairstyle because her hair does not looks good, but they are appreciating Lucy. She was a very beautiful girl. They just made a comparison between Maggie and Lucy. So these are the things happening there. The children are sent out after the dinner. The children are sent out. Who are the children? Say Tom, Maggie and Lucy are the children. So they are sent out, and Mr. Tulliver tells everyone about his plan to send Tom to the boarding school. Everyone is surprised, but the uncles are easily convinced it's a good idea. Okay, aunties are surprised, but they don't want to send Tom to the boarding school hereafter because it is long run from the house. But uncles are told that it was a very good idea, but he must concentrate on his education. So because of that, he must put up in the boarding school. Mrs. Craig is quite scornful. Scornful means feeling. Okay, scorn, SCORN. Scornful means feeling, and unpleasant about the decision. Okay, she is very unpleasant about the decision, and she worried a lot about Tom, and ends with fighting with Tulliver. Okay, and she end up the conversation with fighting with the Mr. Tulliver, and she leaves angrily. Who leaves very angrily? Mrs. Crick leaves very angrily. This is chapter number 7. We'll see chapter number 8. Mr. Tulliver shows his weaker side. Mrs. Tulliver mentions to Mr. Tulliver that he should not have fought with Mrs. Clegg. There was a fight at the end of the chapter 7, ma. She is the sister of Mr. Tulliver. She fought for the boarding studies of Tom. So in the 8th chapter beginning, Mrs. Tulliver states that he should not have fought with Mrs. Clegg because she might insist he pay back the £50 he borrowed from her. Already Mr. Tulliver borrowed £500 from Mrs. Clegg. Now he fought with her. So what she will do? She will ask that £500 back. So Mrs. Tulliver saying that you have not fought. You should have not fought with Mrs. Clegg. Now you have fought with her. Definitely she is going to ask her £5,000 back. This convinced Mr. Tulliver that he must pay her back so he won't be beholden to her anymore. Mr. Tulliver states that he don't want to behold her. Why should I behold her? I will pay her £500. So, Mr. Tulliver that he must pay her back so he won't be beholden to her anymore. So he goes to visit his sister Gritty and brother-in-law Mr. Moss. So he went to meet his sister Sister Gritty and brother-in-law Mr. Moss. So in order to retrieve the £300 he lent them. Once he has given £300 to his sister, now he wants that £300 from his sister, and because he have to give for the Mrs. Clegg. Mr. Tulliver tells Mr. Moss that he must pay him back that £300 because he have to pay for the Mrs. Clegg. But almost immediately he loses his resolve. He thinks of Maggie and hopes to set a good example for Tom in the event she falls on misfortune. Tulliver, he always supports Maggie. He ever says that she is a very brilliant girl, an intelligent girl. So he thinks Maggie must be a good hope for Tom, and he must be to be a good example for him. But she falls on misfortune. She falls by hair cutting. She falls on misfortune by cutting her own hair. Mr. Tulliver returns to Moses' farm and tells his sister not to worry about the loan. They have to give him £300. He went there to get the £300 from them, and he want to give back to Mrs. Clegg because he borrowed £500 from Mrs. Clegg. But when they are not in the situation of giving back the £300, he told to Moss, to his brother-in-law, and tells his sister not to worry about the loan. So he asked them, but he consoled them to be clear, and they can give whenever they want. So here ends chapter number 8. Then chapter number 9. To Garum Firs. Mrs. Tulliver takes Tom, Maggie, and Lucy to Garum Firs. It was Bullet's farm. Bullet, the name of the person. It was the Bullet's farm. The three went to the farm of Pullet. Pullet, P-U-L-L-E-T, Pullet. Mrs. Pullet shows the visitors a grand bonnet she has purchased. Bonnet means B-O-N-N-E-T. Bonnet means cap, a headgear, head accessory. She's shown her very grand bonnet she has purchased. Maggie is in a bad mood. Maggie was in a bad mood. Do you know why? Because his brother Tom has been favoring Lucy all morning. Right from the morning, her brother Tom, he is favoring to Lucy. By accidentally, when she knocked the door, she knocked over his house of cards. When he knocked his house, she accidentally seen Tom was favoring to Lucy. At Garum Firs, the children are sent outside, and Mrs. Tulliver and Mrs. Pullet discussing the fight between Clegg and Mr. Tulliver. Mrs. Pullet is a sister of Mrs. Tulliver. Both are sisters. So they are discussing about the fight between Mrs. Clegg and Mr. Tulliver. So the children are asked to go out of the house and to play. Mrs. Tulliver bidding Mrs. Pullet agreed to visit Mrs. Clegg the following to try to soothe the tension. She is also one of the sisters of Mrs. Tulliver. So she asked one of her sisters to go and smooth her regarding her tension. Finally, Mrs. Pullet agrees. She gave a word to the Mrs. Tulliver that she will go and meet Mrs. Clegg and she will soothe her tension. Okay, this is chapter number 9. Chapter number 10. Maggie behaves worse than expected. She behaves worse than expected. Outside, Tom still mad at Maggie for the morning because she has knocked the house. Outside, Tom still mad at Maggie for morning and for causing him to spill some wine at Garum Firs. Ignores her and pays attention to Lucy. Why Tom was mad at Maggie? Because that morning Tom was paying his attention towards Lucy. This poor Maggie, she spilled some wine at Garum Firs. She spilled wines because her brother favoring to Lucy, and he fails and he ignores her and pays attention to only Lucy. So to pay his attention, to pay Tom's attention towards Maggie, she spills some wine in the Garum Firs. This makes Maggie more and more miserable. This is bad attitude na. When someone is not seeing us or not paying attention na, we should not do anything towards him. So this makes Maggie more and more miserable. She gets irritationally mad at Lucy as well. Maggie got very much irritated towards Lucy. because everyone says that she is very beautiful. When comparing to Maggie, Lucy is very beautiful. Because of this, she gets irritational towards Lucy as well. Tom takes Lucy to the pond to look for fish, and Maggie follows behind. They both, Tom and Lucy, went to sea fishing. They were walking towards the pond. This poor Maggie, she follows them. She goes away. She follows behind. But Tom warns her and tells Maggie to go back, to go away, not to accompany them. In such situation, this poor Maggie, she retribution means she has given punishment. In retribution, Maggie shows, SHOVES, shows means she pushes Lucy into the mud because she want to go with them, but Tom, he does not want to take Maggie with them, so he asks Maggie to go back, to go away. She made very insulted, so she retribution. She has given a punishment to Lucy. So Maggie shows, SHOVES, shows means pushes roughly Lucy into the mud. She pushes Lucy into the mud. Tom takes a crying Lucy. Lucy was crying. Tom helps Lucy and he brings back Lucy to the Pullet house and tells the maid that it was Maggie that did it. Tom told to maid it was did by Maggie. She only pushed Lucy into the mud. And Lucy was crying. Maggie and Tom told to maid that it was Maggie that did it and then runs back outside. He knew his cruelty played a part in Maggie's misbehavior. He knows the part. Why Maggie is misbehaving? What for he is misbehaving? Mrs. Tulliver finds him and tells him to go to get Maggie. So the mother of Maggie, she's searching Maggie. So she asked Tom to go and get Maggie. But she couldn't find anywhere, ma. She couldn't find anywhere. After that incident, when she shoves Lucy into the mud, she was not seen anywhere. Her mother asked Tom to go and bring her. But when Tom searched of her, he couldn't found anywhere. Mrs. Tulliver fears whether she could have drowned in the pond. They went to pond, So the mother of Maggie worried about Maggie that she could have drowned in the pond. But Tom says she probably left to go home. So they go off after her. But Tom told that no. She might have went to the house. Let us go to our home in search of her. So they go off after her. So this is chapter number 10. Next we are going to see chapter number 11. Maggie tries to run away from her shadow. She don't want to live in that house and she don't want to face any of her family members. So she want to away from her shadow. Maggie is so miserable, so she decides to run away. And she joins the gypsies. She want to join the Gypsies. Gypsies means tramp. They never stay in a place. Tramp. Tramp means the persons who never stay in a single place. She wants to join the gypsies. She goes off looking for a common where she expects to find them. So she wants to join them. She wants to join the gypsies. She announces she wants to stay with them and joins them around their fire. Gypsy Maggie, she told gypsies that she don't want to go back to her house. She want to stay with them. She want to stay with them and joins them around their fire. See, putting the fire and they'll be sitting around. Wherever they go, they stay. Wherever they stay, they go back. So like this is the lifestyle of gypsy. But quickly realize it was not all she imagined it would be. She started to frighten about the gypsies. As a poor small girl, she started to frighten about the gypsies. She tells the gypsies she must be off. She must be off. She must be go off. But they insist on taking her home. Maggie is terrified. She'll be murdered. She thinks that the gypsies will murder him. On the road, Maggie and gypsies ran into Mr. Tulliver. Maggie ran and came to the house of Tulliver. The gypsy ran into Mr. Tulliver on his way back from Gritty's. He pays the gypsy for his trouble and embraces his daughter. Mr. Tulliver, he pays for the gypsy and for the embarrass means to hold, for taking care of his daughter Maggie, saying he must never leave him. And the poor father, he has Maggie, she never leave her father like this. Maggie does not get in trouble for running away. So hereafter you won't get any problem like this for running away from the family. So he requests his daughter not to do the things like this. And the next chapter number 12. Mr. and Mrs. Clegg at home. The narrator describes the history of the town of St. Ox, a boatman who ferried people across the floss. Ferried means transport. A man who ferried means transport, who takes the people across the river Floss. Ferried a poor woman who turned out to be the Virgin Mother. For his kindness, he blessed his boat. Once he ferried a virgin woman. For that, he got a boat. She blessed his boat, which rescues many people during the great flood. So, because of that boat, the boatman, can help many people during the great flood. Okay. Mr. Clegg is kind-hearted and finds it is hard to bear when his wife is at odds with someone. So the morning after the argument with the Tulliver, they have calmed down. They were calmed down overnight. So after the fighting, siding against her, she convinced her rather than talking to get money back from Tulliver immediately. So Mr. and Mrs. Clegg decided to get back money from Mr. Tulliver immediately. It would make more sense to wait until she has an opportunity to invest it in something better. So she want to get the money back from the Tulliver and she want to invest money for something better. So both Clegg and Mrs. Clegg decided to get back money from Tulliver immediately. This is not new as we expected already. So the last chapter number 13. Mrs. Poulet comes the next day to petition Mrs. Poulet, to whom Mrs. Tulliver asked to go and meet Mrs. Clegg and ask her to be calm and soothe her. Next day morning, Mrs. Poulet comes to the house of Mr. Tulliver and tells him that Clegg says she wants her money back. And she wants to invest on something. Mr. Tulliver says that within a month he will be paying her money back. Mr. Tulliver telling her he will repay everything within a month. Totally, how much pounds, ma? Pounds? 500 pounds. Mrs. Clegg does not visit again until the day before Tom leaves for school. Okay, that is the last day Clegg visited the house, and that is the day Tom went to the boarding school. Mr. Tulliver realizes he will need to find an investor to replace 500 pounds. Now Mr. Tulliver have to pay 500 pounds to Mrs. Clegg, and he got 300 pounds, his 300 pounds with Mr. Moses. So now he want to invest something. He want the investor to pay 500 pounds. Now he can pay for Mrs. Clegg. The last person he is going to approach to get 500 pounds is Mr. Wakim. To Mr. Wakim only, Mr. Tulliver is going to buy 500 pounds. Who is Mr. Wakim? A lawyer. He is the father of Philip Wakim. As I already told you, he is a classmate of Tom in the boarding school. So at last, Mr. Tulliver is going to get money from Mr. Wakim, a lawyer. So this event is going to make the entire novel into a fate turns. That is the end. That is the twist in the novel which we are going to see. Okay, girls. This is the first book, Boy and the Girl. We have 13 chapters. We have discussed about 13 chapters. So I will stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue with the next book, that is book number 2. Thank you, girls. Kindly go through, hear the story, and try to put it in the words. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, girls. Thank you. I wish all the girls to be safe and secured. Stay home, stay safe, and go digital, girls. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you.